Welcome to Bookworm. Every story has a voice. Sit back and enjoy the story. Sugar and Spice. Marilize Roos. Angela stared up at the sign above the door of the lingerie store and gulped. No time like the present, she thought. She smoothed her blouse over her no longer taut waist, gathered her resolve, and entered. Mannequins modelling cobwebs and dental floss lounged around the store, staring sightlessly at the kind of lingerie Angela had only ever seen in magazines. She sidled over to a shelf. That's pretty, she thought, glanced at the price tag, then snatched her hand back. Yikes. Can I help you, ma'am? Angela spun around, nearly toppling a mannequin standing right at her elbow. She steadied it on its stand and looked at the sales assistant. Is she even old enough to work here? Rainbow hair, a nose ring and glittery eyeshadow, not to mention her small stature and petite figure, made her look about 12. Yes, Angela glanced at her name badge. Bianca, I'm looking for something for my, honeymoon. Oh, Bianca blinked. Second husband? No, my first. Oh. Then Bianca recovered. Not quite a full body shake, but it was obvious she wanted to. Well, our range for the more mature figure is right over here, she said. Mature figure? Angela knew her body would never be the same after 3 kids, but she didn't think it was that bad. Bianca turned, heading deeper into the shop to the land of flattering lighting. If the theme in the front of the shop was barely there, here the word of the day was support. Less Victoria's Secret and more Victoria'd, rather not talk about it. Here you go. Bianca handed her a hanger with a black corset with some straps and clips dangling from it and a matching panty. Angela wondered if it came with complimentary whip and handcuffs. Come, Bianca said, steering her towards the dressing rooms. Angela entered the stall and closed the curtain before Bianca could follow her in. Then she wondered if that was wise. She had no idea where any of these straps went. She stripped down, held the corset in front of her and looked in the mirror. So, when is the big day? Bianca asked through the curtain. We're already married, Angela turned slightly, eyes still on the mirror. We just haven't had a chance to go on honeymoon yet. She started undoing the hooks and eyes at the front of the garment. First, money was a bit tight, and my husband couldn't get away from his new business. Then Brad, their eldest, came along a bit sooner than they had planned, and instead of celebrating their new life as husband and wife, they prepared for the new life in Angela's belly. Now finally, it's our 25th anniversary next week. The kids can look after themselves and we decided it's time. Angela fastened the last hook and stared at the mirror in horrified fascination. Every breath she took, shallow ones, threatened to spill her breasts from the bodice. What happened below the corset was best not contemplated. She looked at the matching panty still hanging from the plastic hanger and shuddered. Everything still all right in there? The curtain rustled. Angela held the hanger with the panty in front of her chest in fright, as if it could preserve her modesty. Everything's fine, Angela shouted quickly, but the curtain opened anyway. Bianca put a thumb and forefinger to her chin, looking her up and down, eyebrows low and forehead wrinkled in thought. She twirled a finger. Turn around, she ordered. And when Angela faced front again, speechless, Bianca sighed. No, this one won't do, but don't worry, I love a challenge. Angela tossed the 5-pack of plain cotton panties, her sole purchase from Sugar and Spice, on the bed alongside her handbag and car keys and headed for the kitchen to start the coffee maker. Keys rattled at the front door and she took a second coffee mug from the cupboard. She heard him bypass the kitchen, the sound of footsteps heading to their bedroom. She knew what he'd do next. Deposit his wallet, keys and cell phone in the drawer of his bedside table, kick off his shoes and leave them lying in the middle of the floor. Remove his tie and undo the top button of his shirt. Come find her.
Hey, sweetheart.
He ducked to claim his welcome home kiss. His hands were warm. They always were, even through the fabric of her blouse at her waist.
I see you were busy.
Yeah, Angela didn't elaborate. He'd seen the packet on the bed.
Is it a surprise?
Not really. I just browsed.
Where's Lucy?
He asked. His hands had settled on her hips, his thumb stroking lightly over the bare skin above the waistband of her jeans under her blouse. Her breath hitched. At band practice, Angela said, her speech almost slurring with delight. No need to mention Brad or Annabelle. Brad moved out a year ago. Annabelle was at university and lived on campus.
Good, I got you something.
He growled playfully in her ear. His 5 o'clock shadow rasped her neck and he nibbled on her ear. She shifted slightly. Ah, yes, right there.
Something for our honeymoon.
Angela stilled. He reached into his pocket and extracted a tiny packet. She could faintly see shiny red through the thin white plastic. She bit her lip and reached inside, practicing an enthusiastic, "Baby, I love it!" in her head and hoping it would fit. With disbelief, she unspooled about 3 meters of 2-inch wide red satin ribbon. "Baby, I love it" flew out the window, replaced by a raised eyebrow and her jaw hanging open. "And this?"
I want you to wear this on our first night away.
He grinned.
Just a big red bow around your neck and nothing else.
"Nothing else?" She swallowed. She remembered the mannequins at Sugar and Spice and the corset she had tried on. His grin turned wolfish, his stare intense.
Okay, a pair of red heels too, if you insist.
Thank you for listening with us here at Bookworm. Please remember to like and subscribe so we can let you know when the next exciting story is available. Hope to see you again soon.